It's a very good breakfast.
Today, we're going to be trying every Indian street food dish for the very first time. You might be wondering, why are 3 Chinese dudes eating a bunch of Indian food? You might have seen these videos on Instagram and TikTok.
Hygiene doesn't exist in India. They are actually allergic to clean food. Duck, I can just smell the body odor and curry. What a gross culture.
In short, Indian street food has a pretty bad rep online. But of course, you can't trust everything that you see on social media. And that is exactly why we are gonna find out for ourselves by trying every single Indian street food that we can get our hands on. This video is sponsored by Squarespace.
Now, obviously, one thing you can tell is I'm not Indian, and part of immersing yourself into a culture is looking the part, right? There's no way I can change the color of my skin, but I have a solution before we go. Are you guys ready? I am expecting some great food, and I'm expecting to meet some friends.
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not expecting good food.
Really?
Yeah, dude, like, yo, it's so hot outside, bro. Indian food's so spicy, bro.
As you can probably tell, we are not in the streets of Mumbai, but we are in Toronto, also known as the New Delhi. And once a year, the city hosts the Taste of India, the largest Indian street food festival in all of North America, with hundreds of vendors serving up authentic Indian flavors. And we've invited an Indian chef to help us on our journey today.
Hello, how are you?
Hi.
We want? Nice to meet you. Edward.
Edward?
Nice to meet you, man. I thought we dressed up a little bit for the occasion. How do you think we look?
I think you look pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What's your favorite color? Of these?
Big.
Let's go! Can you talk a little bit about the kurta, like tradition for India, and if anybody can wear it? Because we thought it might be a little, I don't know if it's cultural appropriation for us to wear this.
I think it's okay. I mean, I know I heard about some things like that. I think it's, if you're just, wearing the traditional garb, you want to, represent India and be part of it, I think that's all right.
What should we try first?
All right, so the festival still is opening up, but we'll take a look around. I think a good place to start is with some type of street food. Maybe we'll get into like a sugarcane juice, kind of cool you down.
Yeah.
And then once the booths open up, we'll get to some of the more heartier things. The good thing about this festival, it's all regions of India.
Oh,
so
nice.
India itself has like 23 national languages, I believe, might be 21. A lot of different languages. Each different state kind of has its own language, its own culture. Some have their own religion, and also their own food and drink. A lot of us in North America, we know North Indian or Punjabi food. That's where I'm from. That's where you get things like, the butter chicken.
Oh, my favorite.
Biryani is from there. Some of the more common dishes in Western culture that you're familiar from, they're from Punjab, North India.
Okay, all right, hungry stomachs. Should we get to it?
Yeah, let's get to it.
All right.
Find something that's open.
You gotta teach us a few words to order, like,
Yeah.
like some mannerisms, or, how do we order off those?
Just say Dhanyavad.
I think a good place to always start is Namaste.
Namaste, okay.
Namaste is like the most respectful way you could greet somebody.
Yeah.
With the hands gesture.
It's definitely a little extra, but hey, man.
Okay, so what should we have first?
I guess let's try momos. I mean, we were talking about all that, North Indian kind of stuff.
Oh.
Traditional steam momos, I think, are a good place to start.
I'm excited for this.
Sure.
I'll sauce it.
So the difference between like this and like normal dumplings, you'll see lots of like green chili, there's ginger in it, and there's garlic in it. Those are usually the foundations of it. The forced chicken meat is there also.
Ginger, garlic, chili. The holy trinity of chili. When I be totally honest with you guys, I thought this would be more juicy. It's a little dry compared to Chinese ones.
Yeah, so like Chao Long Bao is definitely like a soup dumpling.
Yeah. Bro, you're a food expert.
It's like a cook bro.
on point.
But like this is not like a soup dumpling at all.
Yeah.
I think like that's probably one of my favorite dumplings too, so I definitely get it. I miss like, that kind of juicy whole thing. Momos, Tibet, those mountain sort of regions. It was one of those things that you made like 50 of it, went on a hike, and just packed it in your bag. Almost like a sandwich.
Wait, do you want to tell us how long you've been cooking Indian cuisine for? Like,
tell us about yourself, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I mean,
your story.
I was literally born inside of a restaurant.
Wait, you were born in a restaurant?
Yeah, I was.
So not in the hospital.
Like my mom went into labor while she was waiting in the restaurant. Not actually popped out. We had my uncle's restaurant at the time. And then since then, our family's always been in restaurants. So I went to culinary school in New York, worked with Daniel Boulud as an intern. And then my dad, invited me back. We got to open a restaurant kind of right before he passed away. And then after that, just been kind of continuing his legacy. So, but yeah, my specialty is definitely Indian, but, I can't say it's too loud, but I do like a steak. We talked about the different regions of India, right?
Yeah.
There's many regions of India where beef, cow is kind of not acceptable. But then there's some regions of India in the south, beef is kind of okay. So
Okay.
go try some sugar cane over there.
So what are they doing here? They're just taking the actual sugar cane?
Yeah, that's literally sugar cane
Good.
and pressing. So I know you asked for four, but it's a big sugary sort of punch.
Like with ice or without ice?
With the ice, please.
Less of ice?
Less of ice.
How many cups?
You want to do two?
Two.
Yeah.
We'll do 2 cups, yeah.
With lemon, salt, or without lemon?
Desi style.
This is style?
Yeah.
Oh,
What's Desi style?
Yeah.
So Desi means like Indian, right?
Yeah.
And I just told her kind of make it Indian style. Indian style in this case, we put a bit of black salt and a bit of masala. You may have heard of masala coke. That's been going viral these days. It's a very typical thing to have in the hot heat.
So chef, you're saying it's the bottom is there's masala in there?
Yeah, there's masala, so there should be some black salt in there. You might like some things, you might not like some things.
Woohoo! Wow, that's good. That's good. It's got a little bit of that like masala.
Yeah, kind of undertone at the bottom.
It's actually kind of like neutralizes the sugar. How do you say tasty in Indian? I mean,
Swad.
Hindi.
Swad.
Swad.
Yeah.
You want to say
Swad means taste.
Yeah.
Swad hai means tasty.
Swad hai.
Swad hai.
Let's go eat some chaat and then let's go eat some dosa.
All right.
Oh, this looks so good.
You want we will make according to your preference.
Spicy.
You want spicy? I also love
Honestly,
spicy.
sorry guys, I'm gonna interrupt. Just make it the normal, proper desi way that we make it. Like you're just making it at home, right? And if they want some hot sauce, we'll put it on the side. But this cola, I don't know if they have that in like where you guys are from. Where are you guys from, by the way?
China.
China.
Yeah.
Do they have like local colas?
They do, but it's all in Chinese though. Like it would be in Chinese. Do we want to try this first? Since we already have it?
Yeah. Give me the thumbs up.
Let's try this first.
Thumbs up.
It is different. The aftertaste
It's
is a little
different. It's different. It's different Coke Pepsi. I kind of like it more.
Is this like a dessert?
No, it's a snack.
It's a snack.
Is this like one
It's
of
a salty one.
It's Bhangra dance of taste buds, right? Your taste buds doing a dance, right?
It's so confusing. It's like 50 flavors at once.
Yeah.
Million things.
So the word chaat, it comes from our word we call chatpata. Chatpata really means kind of like your mouth is dancing. So it's like kind of sour, kind of sweet, kind of spicy.
I really like the little the crunchy from this
Onions,
noodle,
the
noodle
onion.
kind of thing.
Oh, so that's called save.
This noodle thing.
Yeah, it's just like an Indian chip.
Oh.
When we're kind of just having chai or having a drink, we'll just like take a bit of a spoon of that, or we put it on top of our chaats for a bit of a crunchy.
It reminds me of that Asian snack. It's little, you know that yellow boy snack, right? Yeah. Yeah. I that noodle.
So that one's bigger.
Oh, this is great.
So this is a pao bhaji.
Pao bhaji.
Pav bhaji, the best way, you can take a bite of the bread and take the curry.
And you can take a little bit of
the
this.
onions on the top. Basically, mostly people like onion on the top, that's all. And you can squeeze the lemon on the top if you like it a little bit. Okay. Now you can have it.
Check
One bite? No way you can do that.
One. You don't think I can one bite it?
Bite it, one bite.
Let's see.
Jaldi khao.
Jody, come on.
Holy crap.
Impressive, man.
What do you mean by that?
I think I didn't put money on that. Friendly wager.
Thumbs up.
You guys can one bite it?
Oh,
You like it?
that was good. I've never had a potato dish like this. Is a potato curry, right?
Yes, it's a potato
That's
curry.
sour.
I feel more cultured by eating this. Like I'm leaving the butter chicken's like realm. I find it so interesting how chef mentioned that the Portuguese came, brought in tomatoes, and then now it's out using everything.
Yeah.
Every dish here has tomatoes.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
This is the dessert, right?
Rasmalai.
Rasmalai.
Kind of like a tres leches situation.
It's like I ate a perfume bottle.
Also, like at least
Very fragrant.
Whoa. But it's not like that sugary sweet. It's not like a.
Because you get the spices there, it's cardamom.
Wow.
Yo, this is a flavor you've never had in your life.
Yeah. I've never had this flavor
It
in my life.
actually feels like you ate a perfume bottle.
So there's a bit of rose essence in there.
It reminds me of coconut.
Essence is like perfume.
Yeah.
What you're talking about.
Yeah.
And we do actually use that in our cooking. We even use it in our rice sometimes.
Okay, so what is the next stall that we should visit?
It's a great time to have a dosa if you want to try one.
spicy or non-spicy?
This guy definitely wants spicy.
He wants spicy.
Spicy?
Let's do it. Yeah.
Do you like a kurta? Look good?
Yeah, I like it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice.
The main thing with dosa, it's basically a fermented batter that has lentils in it and has rice in it, and it's fermented. Inside what she put there was the spiced potatoes or masala, so that's going to be like your masala dosa. And yeah, the potatoes have turmeric, coriander, and a bit of red chili.
Breakfast, right?
It's a very good. This would be like the same batter base, but now it's like in a different shape and form you're gonna see. Uttapam is basically kind of open face. It's a little bit thicker, and then you're gonna have the toppings on top. But everyone makes theirs a little bit different. Like I said, you got the sauces here, so.
What's that sauce?
This is probably gonna be a tomato-based chutney.
The Portuguese influence are heavy.
And this is a coconut chutney.
Oh, coconut chutney is really good.
The sambar, which has like a very kind of traditional vegetables. So there's a bunch of different vegetables in the south that you don't really get over here.
So is this eaten on the side, like as a miso?
Like I said, it's good like a soup also, or like a birria soup is good as having it as a soup, or you can kind of dip your dosa in it also.
It's just like the Maldives.
I'm gonna dip it in this the broth.
We'll see. We don't take sponsors, so we have those. But we'll show it.
This is good. He's eating it the traditional way.
We got a one bite challenge happening here, I see.
Yeah.
Flavor explosion.
This one, not really a Bangla dance on my taste buds. More like a
soul food, kind of comforting.
Yeah.
A meditation on taste buds.
Yeah, it's like a meditation. It's like, it's like a chill thing. It's not intense, but it's very flavorful. Let's move on to this pizza.
How do you rip it?
How do you do this? You just rip it like this? And then do you dip this or no dip? Try no dip?
Try it on its own.
Shots.
It's not shot.
Yeah, thank you. Somebody said it.
Yo, this is my favorite. This is by far my favorite thing I had today.
This reminds me of that, like, you know what Chinese barbecue seasoning they put on top of it?
Cumin.
Cumin. Is this cumin in it?
There's cumin in it.
Oh, that's what it is.
It is so good. It is so good. The bottom of it is crispy, and then it's fluffy on the inside, right? It reminds me of, you know how in Cantonese culture they do the clay pot rice, where the bottom just ends up becoming really crispy, but then it's still fluffy with the rice, right? That's exactly what it feels like. I thought this was good, but when I have this, I'm like...
Like, I guess you guys already had breakfast. You had like the chaat, which is like the middle day snack, and maybe one more thing, and you can have dinner. I guess,
okay, all right, let's do it. Let's keep the moving on. Yeah, let's keep the moving on.
You want to try this one too?
Yeah, go try it.
Okay, you try it.
No, this is really good.
Okay, you try it.
Yeah, so karak chai basically has whole spices in it. Karak kind of means strong, spicy. That's what it means.
Karak chai is so good, man. This needs an Indian and like Chinese fusion, bro. Like a bubble tea version of this.
Yeah. At our restaurant, we take this and put it into an ice cream. Make a chai ice cream out of it. You know.
Whenever I'm in the Middle East, they drink this too. So who made it?
You know, I hate origins, man. I really do. All those spices were available along the spice route, and tea was huge all around the Silk Route. So I think it's one of those things that it may have started in India. A lot of these spices do originate from India, but I think every region that the Silk Road went through, the spice route went through, kind of made it their own, and you know, it's their thing too after a while.
That's deep. That's very deep.
I'll take it.
Yeah, screw origins, man. Yeah. Food is for everybody, man.
But do you know what else is for everyone? That's right, making a beautiful website with Squarespace. Now, I know you guys heard this a million times before, but Squarespace makes all our videos possible. But do you know what else they make possible? That's right, making a beautiful website. For example, let's say you want to make a website with your own product, like how we did with our product, In Between. It's simple. You start by picking a template, adding some graphics, your products, and there you have it. Your very own beautiful website for your amazing product. It's really that easy. And now that you've got your online store, you'll need a way to communicate with your audience for important news and events. That's why I've been using Squarespace's email campaign feature. You can introduce your brand to new subscribers with welcome emails and updates, and also keep track of all your analytics on the back. And now to really build that community, you can even use Squarespace to engage with your audience. Just set up a blog page where you can chat with your amazing fans and keep them up to date on everything new. I know what you guys are thinking, Mike, this all sounds too good to be true, so that's why I got you guys, the eHay gang, a free 2-week trial so you can trial Squarespace risk-free. And if you continue using Squarespace after the trial, you'll save 10% off on your future subscription. So what are you waiting for? Go make your dream come true and build a website with Squarespace today. Just use our link in the description box below for your free trial to get started. Now, back to the video.
What is this?
So pani puri is something you heard of. All right.
I heard that.
And you ate that pav bhaji thing in one bite.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
not really supposed to. This thing is something you got to eat in one bite. Put it in there. It's like a fried shell. Inside you have the potatoes and the chickpeas, and then they're gonna give you like this spiced water. You kind of put it in. You gotta get the stance,
You gotta get the stance.
or something underneath you.
I want to get in on this. Like hydration, flavor,
I'll have spicy.
explosion all in one. It's really good. Like, the hydration is really good. That's unique.
Good.
It's so refreshing,
That's the
right?
perfect reaction on your face. It's like what's happening?
It's like explosion. It's actual explosion.
I'm confused.
Yes, that's the perfect reaction.
I'm so confused. It's crunchy. There's so much textures.
It's also very like liquidy. It's like
I eat something and drink something at the same time.
yeah, it's like what it is. Right? Pani Puri sounds like a superhero name.
That was really good pronunciation.
That works.
It tastes quite similar to some of the dishes that we already ate.
You had a chaat over there.
Yeah.
This can be considered like a type of chaat. So you have the potatoes, the chickpeas, that same sort of cilantro sort of
Right.
chutney flavor. So that's why you're right. It does taste a little bit similar to the chaat.
The only difference is that the texture is different.
The texture is different. It's a bit lighter. So something like this, like what people do in India, they stand in front of the stall like this and they eat like 10, 20, 30. It's almost like
Wow.
a challenge. Like how many can you eat?
We had pani puri already.
Yeah, we had puri.
No, Pani Puri is really different thing and aloo puri is totally different thing. Just try. If you don't like, don't pay.
Oh, what?
Okay, Danyabad. Danyabad.
Wow.
You like it?
We pay. Is this similar? Yeah. Of course I'm gonna pay anyway, bro.
Good, right?
This is better because it has texture.
One thing I noticed, I was gonna say, the cultural differences between not just the food but the dance as well,
Yeah.
is everything is really bold.
Yep, yep.
You know what I mean? Big sounds, big moves.
Yeah.
Right? It goes hard. Like you can feel the energy.
And
even
then
in the
I
food.
think like each region is quite prideful of
Yeah.
whatever they can do. So even like I was telling him, like the clothes, I can tell from a mile away that's like South Indian, and they could probably tell like this is North Indian. So yeah, everyone's like the identity is very strong.
Mike wants a mango lassi, so I'm gonna win a mango lassi right now. Okay, ready?
Come on. What kind of spin was that?
It's the mango lassi winning spin.
Oh shoot! Soft drink. Can I spin one too?
Oh yeah, let's get. Oh, these ones, right?
Let's get some biryani.
Yes, this is the only meat dish that we found. And biryani comes from south as well.
Yeah,
or-
so it looks like what they're doing is they're giving you a bunch of different kinds of biryani. What biryani do you recommend?
So the top selling in the restaurant is the ghee roast Kaju chicken biryani. This is like a medium spicy.
Okay, we'll try the ghee roast one.
Yeah, that looks pretty good. Yeah. I like the gyros one.
First, let's try the food. This is the first meat dish we're gonna eat today. Super popular biryani, right? What does
yeah.
it translate to?
Biryani is just a rice dish. Back in the day, in villages, they would dig a hole in the ground and they take this huge pot, they put the pot of biryani in the sort of ground and they cover it up with coals. They come back after the harvest was done, 6-8 hours later, and it was a great way to feed a huge number of people. And this one is more South Indian, and I can tell that right away because of the smell. It smells like curry leaves. It smells like a bit of mustard seed is there.
All right. Tastes like a Chinese orange chicken, I think.
Nice.
Pretty good. I don't know if it's just my Chinese like DNA, but I like this the most out of everything I've had today. It tastes most of home.
This is like raita, so a bit of yogurt.
Oh, what is that?
It's good to have it with it if you want.
Oh, you put it in?
You could just, like I go for like little bites with like some raita, and then I go from some bites like this plain. That's how you kind of like it. With some more.
This is something that I've had often before. Because I always get chicken biryani special when I go to the Indian
Honestly, this like you asked me like what's one of my favorite things. It's hard to say favorite, but I find myself eating biryani more than anything.
This is my favorite Indian drink. It's thick, but it's so good. Is it what is it exactly? Yogurt? And
Yogurt, yeah.
What's the street value of This bad boy.
Not even $1.
Whoa. In India, right?
Yeah.
Wow. What's the street value of like this?
$2.
Oh, $2?
There are places you can find it for 50 cents, I'm sure.
Now, I know there's a big stigma, especially on the internet. You go through like
You're gonna get dirty about
Instagram, whatever. It's like Indian street food. They consider it dirty. How do you feel about that? Like, is it true? Is it, part of an ongoing narrative, or how do you feel about that?
All right, so I'll be very honest, and I'm sorry to India, they might get mad at me.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's definitely times where I feel like some vendors, they could be a lot cleaner. And then there's some vendors, I even have this picture on my phone, the surroundings are, it's a street, it's like the hood. But that guy's counter is spotless like a Michelin kitchen. So I think it's really a case of you got to pick the right vendor. It's a country of 1 billion people,
Right.
and there's going to be a lot of them just trying to make a quick buck and just trying to get by. But then there's some people who take a lot of pride. They want to do things the right way, and that's why you need a local.
Yeah.
I guess it just sucks because it could also be misrepresented.
Yeah.
Where like you think 100% of the food stall, or in reality only 20% of the stalls are
Yeah.
there that way, right?
I think that's something you guys can help us out with, man. The poverty that you see there can be so extreme, but then the luxury you see there can be like the best luxury you've ever seen. India is always a land of extremes.
Wow.
For better or worse, it is what it is.
So what is this exactly?
That is gulab jamun, Indian donut, I say, Indian timbit. But yeah, it is overloaded with sugar. So if you take like a small little bite, it's enjoyable. But if you take a huge big bite, it's funny.
I dare you. Huge big bite, I dare you.
Is that much sugar? You try it.
All right, cheers.
Cheers, go for it. Oh, whole thing in your mouth.
Yep.
Whole thing.
Oh man. Oh no. Why did they do that? Why did they do that?
Yeah, I got it.
You can go spit it out. Honestly. Yo.
Yeah, bro, dude.
I think a bag of sugar.
It feels like I'm
Hi.
Yeah, it feels like I'm high, bro.
That's sugar, right?
Yeah.
Yo, that's sugar overload.
It doesn't feel like sugar. It feels like some other white stuff. So what is Can you explain what tandoori is?
A tandoor is basically a clay oven. You put the meats kind of on a rod, and then we also cook our bread in there as well. You just stick the bread on the corners of the wall. It's a very traditional Chinese dish. I can't remember the name right now. It's like the buns, and they stick them on like a...
It's a Dongbei dish. It's a Dongbei dish. Dongbei.
It's called Dongbei.
Roll, yeah. Dongbei is a region
Okay.
in China.
It looks like almost like big dumplings, and they put them on.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll get one chicken kebab.
Just on its own.
Just
Just on its own.
Okay, let's see what we have here.
Whoa.
Can you explain the?
Not what I
Yeah, so
expected.
this is chicken kebab, ground up chicken. You're definitely gonna again taste that trinity in there again. You're gonna see that chili, ginger, garlic.
Oh.
It's fine. Chicken sausage.
Chicken sausage.
Real.
Is this traditional? Yeah.
Okay.
Chicken kebab is very normal.
Wow.
It's a chicken sausage, but with more spices. It tastes with a lot more parsley.
Yeah, parsley, maybe
vegetable.
coriander.
Coriander. Ashish, you were talking about how India's a lot of extremes. I can agree. This one is pretty salty.
Salty.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's probably.
I don't know. Maybe the way they made it. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm salty.
Borderline salty. Yeah.
Also, I'm very sleepy now.
That's why I haven't been eating.
I'm
I
very
know what's
sleepy
gonna
now.
happen.
So sleepy, man.
Is there an afternoon nap culture in India?
Big
As the same in Chinese.
No, I just think anywhere that's hot is definitely after nap.
That's why they finish work around 3, 4. They go eat some chat. They sleep, and they're like, "Oh, wait a minute, I haven't had dinner yet."
Oh, I see. All right, I think this is our last stop.
Yeah.
Well,
I hope it was good, guys.
yeah.
I hope
Chef Ashish, thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Showing
Thank you
us.
so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for the knowledge. Thanks for everything.
Anytime.
So
Anytime. I will take you up on that, whether you come by the restaurant to eat like restaurant food, or more importantly, eat like traditional food.
Or we go to India together.
Yeah, or we go to India together.
Oh, we should make that happen. Let's
All
talk
right, guys,
about
let us know if you want to see Ashish and us in India together, trying some of the street food there, diving really deep into the culture. If you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure to click here to watch a ramen chef try instant noodles for the first time, and click here.
If you're a Cantonese speaker who wants to learn Mandarin.
Namaste.